Peter treats all violent deaths as homicides and works backwards.
Once you rule it a suicide and put it on paper, or you remove bodies and evidence, you cannot place that evidence or the body back there. Do a complete and thorough investigation, no matter how many hours it takes. And if you feel certain and you get a second opinion or even a third opinion from professionals that it is in fact a suicide, then you can live with yourself and you're comfortable with that.
But analyzing the crime scene
Murder
only
shows
raises
and
more
eyebrows,
questions.
y'all.
The position of the victim's body
What's up,
set up
Facebook?
red
Y'all hop
flags.
on
In the history of these
and
cases,
share me
I like
out.
that you
Follow
drop
if
the
you're not
bullet
doing so
back of the
already.
potatoes as soon as you take a round to their
Please,
head.
I would appreciate it. Comment so
And
I know
yet,
you're here.
Paula Reeder was found with her head 3 inches under the footboard of the bed. It
What's up,
defied logic,
YouTube?
unless something or someone had moved her. The condition of the weapon seemed odd as well. Because they're fired at such close range, guns used in suicides are normally covered in blood and tissue. The gun found in the Reeder house was relatively clean, with small amounts of blood on the barrel, butt, and grip. To determine who pulled the trigger, Peters asked for a gunmetal residue test. When a weapon is fired, it releases microscopic bits of metal onto the shooter's hand. Swabs taken from the hands of Paula and Walter Reeder were tested at the lab. Both of the Reeders tested positive, but in low levels. The inconclusive findings indicated they had both touched the gun. It didn't prove who fired it. Detective Peters brought Reeder in for questioning. He went to talk to Paula's
What's
mother.
up, YouTube? If y'all end up catching me when I'm not live, please subscribe
Paula's
if you haven't
mother
done
told
so already.
investigators that she had been worried about her daughter.
Hit that notification bell so you can watch me do my eyebrows again. No, I'm just kidding.
At Paula's
So we can
request, she had flown into Wisconsin
do
the day
eyebrows,
before.
talk boxing, and all that good stuff. If I
She
got
said that Paula and the children were going to
canceled for
leave Florida
tonight because
and
the
return
queen
with her
passed,
to
so
Florida.
that's how that goes.
It had been a bad marriage from the start. Against her mother's wishes, Paula married Walter when she was 16 and he was 40. Over the years, the relationship
So
went
fights
from
in
bad
October, I'm
to
ready to
worse.
see. Whole lot happening on one day, I hear.
Preliminary autopsy findings confirmed that Paula's health had declined. The once 110-pound woman weighed only 80 pounds at the time of her death. But a bad marriage doesn't prove murder. Without some substantial evidence of foul play, Paula Reeder's death would
Alright,
remain
Facebook, y'all
unsolved.
catch the replay, hashtag replay, and I'll holler at y'all later.
For people living with HIV, keep being you and ask your doctor about Biktarvy. Biktarvy is a complete. Make yourself. Now get 30% off a 5-day, 5-night hotel in Victor.
The queen birthday's coming up, so I want to rock with y'all some on that day.
It is integrity. It is honesty.
Chit
When you
chat,
drive around and you
chop
see
it
so
up.
many different license plates that just say Sewell on them, being part of the Sewell family, I know why. They take
I'm about
customer
done with these
service
browns. I
a
have
step beyond
started on
everyone else.
Facebook, so
I will always drive a
forgive
Sewell.
me.
Discover our wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles at Sewell Audi North Houston and Sewell Audi Sugar Land.
Take off your clothes.
The only way she could have fired it was if she had pulled the trigger with her thumb.
Okay.
Suspicions mounted, but investigators still lacked hard evidence. The evidence they did have only raised more questions. A hollow point bullet was removed from the victim's skull and sent to the lab. Analysis revealed something odd. A piece of plastic the size of a hard candy wrapper was adhered to the shell casing. Under the microscope, investigators could see that it was torn and stretched. They had never seen anything like it. Simulating the awkward way in which Paula Reeder would have to have held the gun, ballistics experts fired test rounds through different types of plastic.
So how y'all feel about the two major fights happening October 15th? If y'all had to choose between the two, one of the two to watch, which one would y'all be watching?
Experts could find no explanation.
That Wilder or that Haney? I want to see both, I ain't gonna lie. If I have to get two TVs, something's gonna have to shake. So I got to see them both. Even though, you know, Haney, we already know what's gonna happen with that. We're just gonna jab all night, but I still need to see it because that's my boy.
A number of letters Paula had written to friends and family spoke of Walter's abuse.
So what's y'all take on that? Y'all can drop it in the comments if y'all catch me live.
Just days before her death, she wrote, "I feel like I am going to be murdered." Despite the circumstantial evidence
Just take on that.
Detective Peters didn't have enough evidence to prove his case. His superiors called an end to the investigation.
Walter Reeder is a very convincing person, and the sheriff therefore came to me and asked that I close the case on several occasions, which I would not do.
But Peters didn't have the final word. Without a clear determination of homicide from the pathologist, nor any conclusive evidence that Walter Reeder had pulled the trigger, the district attorney knew he couldn't get a criminal conviction. The case was closed.
YouTube, y'all catch me on Facebook too. Irresistibly Khaleesi.
In rural Wisconsin, more than a
Pretty
year
easy
after
to
her
find if you
mysterious
search it.
death, the Paula Reeder case was revisited.
I could drop it.
Newly elected sheriff.
I'd appreciate some love over there too, if y'all don't mind.
Ken never felt comfortable with the suicide closure of this case.
And please subscribe if you haven't done so already.
Mr. Reeder was more involved in this than
share my
he actually thought from the
videos.
initial investigation.
Show the love.
Although the sheriff reopened the murder investigation, his department still lacked the evidence they needed to move the case forward.
Okay.
Dodge County detectives hope they
You
get
got
the
dental
proof
turn
from
around.
the Wisconsin State Crime Lab. They scheduled the results with the plastic recovered from the victim. They found a match. Color, thickness, and composition were identical.
So who y'all got on the 15th of October, y'all? Wilder or Hellenian? Who you got? Who you got?
Could travel with the bullet. Technicians fashioned a silent.
No, I'm riding Wilder all the way. We riding till the wheels fall off. Riding till the wheels fall off.
Finally, they were able to reproduce the odd discovery made at autopsy. The bubble wrap.
Y'all hop on comments so I know y'all here. Don't be acting bougie. Okay?
But science gives law enforcement a jump start in their pursuit, helping police track killers.
I hop on comments so I know you're here.
Trails of evidence.
Let me at least know my comments working. Come on now.
7 years after a woman vanishes, a trail of evidence leads investigators to an isolated boatland on the Missouri River. And the full proof of her murder from the murky river. In a rural Virginia county, a skull and a piece of jewelry are the only clues police have to identify a victim. But will it be enough to catch a killer? A woman is missing for weeks. When her body is discovered, the police must piece together their case from a few torn shreds of tape. When someone disappears, it's difficult for police to prove murder without a body. But today, forensic science can find justice.
Girl, I'm so proud of you.
After they have gone missing.
I'm so glad you chose me, baby, baby.
Maryville, Missouri is a small Midwestern town. But in 1990, it was caught in the grip of a big city problem. To combat a growing methamphetamine industry, investigators sought help from those on the inside. Christine Elkins had been arrested for selling the drugs. In exchange for immunity, Christine cooperated with authorities by helping to build a case against her supplier.
Choosy lover.
She agreed to tape their next meeting in a microcassette recorder concealed in her clothing.
Girl, I'm so proud of you.
On July 26, 1990, under the watchful eyes of investigators, Elkins met with the distributor at his
So
house.
glad you chose me. What y'all gonna do? Baby.
From the moment she walked in, Tony Emery, her dealer, was suspicious. He grabbed Christine and searched her. He threatened to kill her if she ever betrayed him. Agent Mike Schmitz headed up the case for the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms.
What you want to do? Some Victoria's Secret trials or something?
Came back afterwards, extremely upset.
Y'all don't want to talk boxing with me. Y'all want to do some Victoria's Secret trials or something?
Wired. He attempted to locate the reporter. She was extremely upset.
Christine told agents that she was afraid for her safety. They urged her to stay away from her.
Choosy lover.
Tried to listen to the tape. It was indecipherable. The case against Tony Emery would have to be made on informant testimony. A few weeks
Oh.
Christine was scheduled to watch her son for a few minutes while she met someone. Christine made a chilling prediction as she left.
Okay, ladies.
Back in a few minutes, she
These Victoria's Secret.
no one had seen her
These
since.
actually fit well. Got lace booty shorts.
The ATF and the police now suspected that Tony Emery was behind her disappearance. He had a strong motive, but without evidence of an actual crime, authorities could not prove his
Y'all catch them
involvement.
on the right day. They have great sales.
3 weeks later, Maryville police received a tip from the federal drug enforcement to conceal a crime. But the Midwest, famous for its native
Y'all give me
limestone,
some ideas on some clothing hauls or something I could do.
to narrow their search further, they had to think like a
Or
judge.
what fights I want to talk about. What did I want to talk about?
Person in the trunk of the car. What would you do? Would you drive a long way when it wasn't your car? You could break down. If you were to find a rock quarry, it would have to be something close. It would have to be something that you didn't have to drive in a very wet season. You wouldn't have to drive to a field and not get stuck.
Take the drug.
Wish and cold and blunt.
They moved in to make
I'm gonna get dressed with y'all soon. I mean, not today soon, but
1991, Herb and Tony
it's
Emery
almost
were
Cool's birthday this week.
conspiracy
That's the dress or something.
to sell methamphetamine. They were sentenced to 9 years in a federal penitentiary. With the Emorys in prison, authorities were able to focus on the disappearance and possible homicide of Christine
On the
Gomez.
boulevard acting ugly.
According to Maryville Police Investigator Randy Strong, Tony Emmerich was a dangerous man to cross.
The community had a great fear of Tony Emmerich. If we had a witness to him doing a crime, they simply wouldn't come forward, or they would back out of the case. No one wanted to talk about it because they were afraid of what he might do to them.
But with the Emery cousins safely behind bars, authorities hoped their associates would no longer be afraid to talk. And they had a lead. In their tape
Bake with me.
Herb Emery had told James
Bake with me.
who was present the night of the murder.